Thanks so much. I welcome you to Politics Today. I'm your brother, Secret. You have heard so much about the demolition of the property belonging to a relation, the brother of His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi. It was actually politically motivated. The Tinubu gang that feels so frightened with how Peter Obi defeated Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Lagos. Soon after that defeat, that was when they conceived this idea to deal with Peter Obi directly, to deal with other Nigerians which they know did not vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Markets are being closed down just to ensure some people will go through psychological torture, suffer heavy loss, financial loss when it comes to the cost of relocation, when it comes to the cost of settling in a different environment altogether. So Sanwo-Olu and others, the Lagos boys, they are on duty trying to see how they will impoverish certain group of people they believe did not vote for Tinubu in 2023. But the fallout of this development is that the Chief Judge of Lagos State is heavily indicted in the demolition of this property that belongs to the brother of His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi. The Chief Judge of Lagos is heavily indicted.
Sorry, I have not mentioned that the case was between Deborah or Long Lobom versus persons unknown. Unknown persons. It's not strange. It is never in law, but there must be a second person who ought to be there. Now, I don't want to go into other because there are technical legal issues that will be fought in the open court. I could see the suit number. So I said, with this enables us to go to the registry to unravel whatever happened. We went to the registry and traced the matter to a particular court. And then we went to get the certified true copies of the processes filed in the matter. When we went through it, we discovered that she commenced an originating summons is simply for the court perhaps to interpret a document where there will be no controversy. Circumstances where parties don't even have anything to fight or controvert. You don't look at the document and interpret it. That was how the process was commenced. Again, the process, was seeking for possession of the property. Not title, but just possession. The house. That took me on further inquiry. We now went through the affidavit in support, and discovered that, the apparent impression created before the court was that there were squatters on the land, on the property, the first property, with that building you're seeing being demolished, that there were squatters, that she owned the property, and that she traveled to go and attend to her husband who was sick. But then she came back, she now saw squatters on the land.
The National Judicial Council should immediately remove the Chief Judge of Lagos and ensure the man is prosecuted for this criminal act. You see, under no circumstances whatsoever will Chief Judge, the head of the judiciary in Lagos, or somebody representing him, sign a particular case or matter to a judge after you have already seen that this case, there is no defendant, and it has to do with taking possession of a property in Ikeja GRA occupied by some people. If the property is occupied by some people, as they have already stated in the brief, then how can you not have defendant? And somebody said, I want to take possession. That is the prayer brought before the court. And as Dele Forotimi pointed out, Nigeria and its criminal justice system is Lagos State Judiciary that brought this criminality into the justice system of Nigeria. They have been playing this game long ago. For those of us who schooled in Lagos, they have been playing this game long ago. Landlord will eject a tenant, secure a court order without the knowledge of the tenant. It had been going on in Lagos long ago. That is how they corrupted the judiciary nationwide. You can see what happened in Ekiti. A group of people who said they read law, senior advocates, that came to be through the criminal system also. They were prosecuting Dele Forotimi in Ado Ekiti Magistrate Court without the knowledge of Dele Forotimi that a case was in court against him. That is the criminal justice system, you see. When you have a justice system that is a perfect example of an organized crime, totally institutionalized into a criminalized justice system. It's as if you have a justice system of criminals, by criminals and for criminals. That is why somebody will come to court and say, I need an order of the court to take possession of my property occupied by some people. Then the defendants are unknown. And the chief judge or somebody representing the chief judge will minute that case, assign it to a particular court, to a judge to decide. How can that be? How can that be? The chief judge of Lagos or whosoever assigned that matter to a judge should be removed immediately and prosecuted. They are painting Nigeria black. Lagos judiciary is painting Nigeria black. Lagos judiciary is frustrating the economic development of Nigeria. Lagos judiciary is a cog in the wheel of progress of Nigeria. Lagos judiciary is an enemy of the Nigerian people. If a system is criminalized, it is our duty to wake up and deal with those criminal elements. We can't sit back and allow a group of people make mockery of our country, Nigeria. The chief judge of Lagos, who saw this issue, this loophole, and allowed it, let the National Judicial Council immediately remove the chief judge of Lagos. This is what we need to do, so that the international community will take us serious. No investor will come into Nigeria where a gang of criminals will go to court and file a matter against somebody, and the case will run all through the court without the knowledge of the person, just within a very short distance, without the knowledge of the person, under the false pretense of defendant unknown. Defendant unknown. And all the collaborators will be so happy to allow themselves to be used to make mockery of Nigeria. Criminalized justice system operated by criminal elements, people of questionable character, people not capable of sound reasoning, people not trained in learning, people that insulted thuggery to the highest level. That is why a case will be received with defendant unknown. Defendant unknown. If the loyalty of the Chief Judge of Lagos is to the law, there must be a defendant in this matter. You will mark that defendant unknown and ask the lawyer who brought that case to tell the plaintiff, the person he is representing, to go and serve with notice to those occupying that property that belongs to her.